When you dive deep into it, my role goes beyond just safeguarding my home. It extends to looking out for the players. LeBron James has consistently been the guiding force, the one who advocates for his teammates through thick and thin. Yet, hardly anyone saw him clashing with Vanessa Bryant, Kobe Bryant's widow, regarding her actions following Kobe's passing. This entire scenario is complicated, and now it appears that LeBron has reached his breaking point. Let me explain. The dramatic clash that broke the hush. You won't believe what just unfolded. After countless years sidestepping inquiries, evading discussions, and delivering meticulously crafted media statements, LeBron James has laid it all bare. In a moment streamed live on Instagram to millions, LeBron gazed directly at the camera and addressed Vanessa Bryant with a jaw-dropping question that rapidly ignited a frenzy online. Why did you never share the true story of that morning with me, Vanessa? Take a moment to absorb that. This wasn't a light conversation. There were no veiled insults, nor was it premeditated. It was genuine, unfiltered, and intensely harsh. It was the type of instant that halts time itself. For the first time since the untimely passing of Kobe Bryant, LeBron opened a door that had been tightly closed, revealing grief, guilt, and doubts openly. The most unsettling aspect? Vanessa showed no signs of distress. Her reply was as strategic as it was icy, prompting fans to question what insights she possesses that remain hidden from the public eye. Kobe Bryant's passing in 2020 was more than just a loss. It served as a cultural upheaval, an emotional tremor, and amid it all, one figure remained notably silent: LeBron James. While he shared a tribute and performed the appropriate gestures, those who were observant could see beneath the surface. LeBron appeared deeply unsettled in a manner that diverged from public anticipation. It wasn't tears or grief, but rather a profound sense of hollowness and bewilderment, as if something was amiss, as if logic had eluded him. Fast forward nearly 5 years, and the reason might be coming to light. In that now famous Instagram Live exchange, LeBron spoke. At first, it seemed composed, even polite. Yet when the same clip was replayed live, he fell silent for 5 long seconds. He turned to the camera and declared, "I truly meant it all." Yet answers eluded me. Neither back then, nor at this moment. The comments erupted like fireworks. Audiences were stunned by his revelation. A flurry of typing ensued. Kobe theories emerged. Questions arose about Vanessa's actions on the crash day, but things escalated. LeBron's next comments rattled even his most devoted supporters. We've seen the NTSB findings. We've examined the timeline, yet some individuals close to him seemed unnaturally composed, far too quick to respond. It never quite felt right to me. He never uttered her name again, yet the implication was unmistakable. He thought Vanessa Bryant had deeper insights than she revealed. This went beyond sorrow now. It was about responsibility. To grasp the depth of LeBron's explosive reaction, one must delve into the backstory, the quiet tensions simmering for years. Although LeBron and Vanessa presented a united front for the media, insiders connected to the Lakers recognized the reality. Their relationship was far from intimate. Former Lakers employees revealed that following Kobe's retirement, Vanessa often distanced herself from the team's players. Even during collective gatherings, she preferred to remain in the shadows, seldom interacting unless Kobe was around. Following his demise, that gap transformed into a chasm. According to one source, LeBron made several attempts to connect, wanting to arrange a private memorial with Vanessa solely for the players. She did not reply. It's important to mention that LeBron's tribute to Kobe at the Staples Center seemed more like a speech than a heartfelt farewell. We share the same breath. We all feel pain. We're all grieving. In times like these, the greatest solace comes from leaning on your loved ones. I'm certain that eventually, we will gather to honor Kobe's memory. However, I view this differently. For me, tonight is a festivity. It marks 2 decades of dedication. The effort, the struggles, the physical toll that leaves one feeling exhausted, reflecting on all that has been achieved. It embodies the relentless drive to reach the highest potential. Almost like a release, his voice trembled. He struggled to finish the speech. Not once did he mention Vanessa Bryant directly, whether by design or simply too hard to say. Fans have debated this for years. However, LeBron's latest Instagram Live offers a clear perspective. This wasn't a man seeking emotional resolution. This was a charge. The IG Live abruptly concluded, interrupted by LeBron's assertion of a connection problem. However, many suspect he was urged by PR to end it. A fan shared a screenshot of the Liv's comment feed that quickly spread like wildfire. In it, Vanessa Bryant was visible making a comment, and then silence followed. No further remarks, no additional inquiries. Enthusiasts swarmed the discussion, urging her to stream live. Meanwhile, some began tagging outlets like TMZ, ESPN, and even Netflix, calling for a subsequent documentary. Yet, it was the timing that truly caught the eye. Why at this moment? Why? After such a long period of quiet, what prompts Vanessa to enter into this highly visible, intensely charged showdown? Some attribute it to remorse, while others suggest it's a tactic. Yet, the most skeptical view points to protecting her image. The covert pact and the Netflix agreement. That evaporated. To fully grasp the intensity of LeBron James' reaction on that IG Live, it's essential to revisit a period prior to the helicopter tragedy, before the worldwide grief, before the myth of Kobe Bryant elevated him to an unreachable icon. One must return to the closing chapter of Kobe's journey, 2015 to 2016, as that's when the deal was forged, and LeBron's kept silent about it until now. As shared by two anonymous coaches who were involved with both athletes during their Olympic experiences, there was a profound exchange between Kobe and LeBron during a practice session in Las Vegas in 2012 that unsettled everyone present. After clinching his first title with the Miami Heat, LeBron was allegedly expressing his frustrations regarding the expectations of being the league star. He was in pursuit of Michael Jordan's legacy, attempting to dispel the whispers of those who deemed him weak. It was at this moment that Kobe stepped in and shared a piece of advice that would resonate with LeBron for years to come. Forget about proving anything to them. Focus on getting ready for what's next, as true legacy goes beyond mere victories. It's a matter of who shapes your narrative in your absence. This quote, until now, hadn't been officially verified, yet during the live event, LeBron nearly echoed it verbatim. You once shared that it transcends titles. It's the individuals who document your legacy when you're no longer around that truly matter. You were spot on, and some of those individuals don't stick to the facts. When supporters highlight that moment and juxtapose it with behind-the-scenes clips featuring Kobe Bryant's inspiration, the unsettling resemblance sends shivers through everyone. Speculation arose around whether unseen recordings of conversations between Kobe and LeBron exist. Yet there's something even more haunting, something that was left out of documentaries, tribute shows, and press announcements. LeBron James was meant to be on that ill-fated helicopter. A now-vanished Reddit thread from just 2 days after the tragedy mentioned a former trainer stating that LeBron and Kobe had discussed conducting joint basketball clinics for their daughters in Thousand Oaks. This was intended to be a collaborative endeavor, a true Mamba Academy partnership involving both families. Initially labeled as an implausible conspiracy, the narrative took an unexpected turn in 2023 when video surfaced of LeBron clandestinely visiting the Mamba Academy shortly before the crash's anniversary. No media presence, no official statement, no posts on social media. But the question remains, why? He wasn't merely honoring a friend. He was celebrating a vision that remained unrealized. It's thought that during that same visit, LeBron chose to announce his intentions, yet Vanessa remained silent. She didn't respond despite the pleas from fans urging her to recognize their collaboration. Former Laker Jared Dudley even hinted on Twitter about their plans to create something impactful, but Vanessa continued to hold her tongue. During an Instagram live, a viewer asked if Vanessa had halted the Kobe LeBron Academy concept, prompting LeBron to read the comment aloud and then fall silent for 7 long seconds. He remarked that he wouldn't presume to speak for others, yet some individuals seemed reluctant to be in the limelight. This marked the initial occasion. He suggested publicly that Vanessa Bryant might have acted as an obstacle rather than an ally in maintaining Kobe's extensive legacy. Now, on to the next revelation, the speculation surrounding Vanessa Bryant's influence over Kobe's unreleased materials. As highlighted by a USA Today article, she recently secured a significant settlement concerning the unauthorized distribution of photographs from the helicopter crash. However, what's not widely recognized is that she acquired complete authority over all of Kobe's personal recordings, diaries, and media assets during the estate's restructuring. Think about this. Every voicemail, every text message, every video project Kobe might have initiated prior to his passing is now under Vanessa's ownership. An unnamed media executive, speaking off the record, revealed that there were at least 2 recorded interviews by Kobe, one with a filmmaker and another with a past teammate, where he purportedly expressed his anxieties regarding his legacy and concerns about others misinterpreting his future goals. None of that has seen the light of day. Might this be what LeBron was hinting at? Could it be that he's imploring Vanessa to release those documents? Let's discuss the Netflix project that faded away. In late 2021, numerous sources, including The Hollywood Reporter and Deadline, revealed that Netflix was in negotiations to create a documentary series on Kobe's life, featuring unseen footage from the Mamba Academy, unpublished home videos, and behind-the-scenes glimpses from his last season. A production team even started sifting through the footage and interviewing ex-teammates. But by mid-2022, the initiative had disappeared entirely. No announcements, no cancellation news, merely a void of silence. A Netflix insider, who requested to remain unnamed, claimed that the Bryant estate, and specifically Vanessa Bryant, halted the deal. Why? Due to artistic conflicts, specifically in translation. She was dissatisfied with Kobe's depiction. Insiders assert that Vanessa sought ultimate editing rights, the power to eliminate segments entirely, and influence over how the story was framed. When Netflix stood firm, the agreement fell apart silently, leaving the footage secured in the Bryant family's vault, potentially indefinitely. Former NBA players have treaded lightly when discussing the friction involving Vanessa and Kobe's close associates. In a recently uncovered interview, John Sally touched on the troubled dynamics between Kobe and his parents, skillfully sidestepping the question of their absence at the memorial. From what I gather, he hadn't been in touch with them for an extended period. There was a rift. It seems they disapproved of his marriage to Vanessa, and that divide never truly healed. As far as I can tell, he had a significant period of silence with his parents. They were in a state of estrangement. Apparently, they weren't in favor of his decision to marry Vanessa, and that rift seems to have never really healed. On another note, your spouse is Kobe Bryant, and while you indeed have your own identity, so much of it intertwines with the immense legacy of Kobe Bryant. Truly, it's not fair for anyone to speak ill of her for the subsequent decade. Then arrived the genuine stunner. It's not merely a praise. It serves as a caution, a subtle acknowledgement that perhaps, just perhaps, Vanessa plays a larger role in crafting the Kobe Bryant story than we realize. Sources from past Lakers coaches and teammates reveal that Kobe intended to launch a mentorship initiative exclusively for players, separate from the league's influence or media scrutiny, where athletes could openly converse about their performance, mental well-being, financial matters, and their legacies. And who did Kobe have in mind as his first guest? LeBron James. An insider disclosed that Kobe thought LeBron was the sole person who grasped the true significance of being a worldwide symbol. The initiative was set to commence in 2021, but after Kobe's tragic passing in early 2020, the project faded into oblivion. No announcement, no ceremonial passing of the torch, just quiet, and perhaps that's where the issue lies. LeBron's sorrow transcends simply losing a companion. It's about missing the chance to complete what Kobe began, keeping his message alive and safeguarding the truth. In LeBron's view, Vanessa holding that truth, whether it's in documents, recordings, or memories, and opting to remain quiet feels like treachery. It's not about who shows emotion on camera. LeBron shared on IG Live that it's about who's protecting the vault that holds it all, the business apparatus and Vanessa's familial treachery. The controversy didn't conclude when LeBron vanished from sight. It propagated rapidly. In just a day following LeBron's notorious Instagram Live, it drew not only fans and sports media into the fray, but also Hollywood executives, legal estate advisors, and titans of the entertainment industry plunging into the chaos. What started as a private clash between LeBron James and Vanessa Bryant has escalated into an all-out battle for dominance over the legacy of Kobe Bryant. The most surprising influencer? Snoop Dogg. Indeed, that's Snoop Dogg, icon of the West Coast, devoted Kobe enthusiast, and unwavering Lakers supporter. Hours after LeBron's live, he shared an Instagram story that has since vanished, stating that some believe wearing the crown grants them dominion over the realm. In truth, legacy resides with the people, not those pulling the strings. This enigmatic statement sparked instant conjecture. Was Snoop showing support for LeBron when a fan queried, "Are you implying Vanessa?" Snoop reshared the comment, but chose not to elaborate. Take a moment to absorb this. A prominent celebrity supporter of Kobe is now expressing skepticism toward Vanessa Bryant. Reports from TMZ indicate that some of Kobe's ex-teammates, such as Paul Gasol and Derek Fisher, were approached with their thoughts following LeBron's Instagram Live. Although Gasol opted not to comment publicly, insiders suggest he was deeply affected by the situation and has been encouraging Vanessa to unveil Kobe's last works in private. In contrast, Fisher shared an enigmatic tweet stating, "Legacies are not like clay. They are fire, and fire shows more than it consumes." What does it signify? The answer remains elusive, yet enthusiasts interpreted it as a cautionary sign. Should Vanessa continue to shape Kobe's story, the reality might emerge regardless. But this is where the tale shifts from theatrical to perilous. Vanessa Bryant faces not just backlash for withholding Kobe's tapes, but also allegations of stifling opposing views within her family. Let's discuss the Bryant family dynamic. Recall how Kobe's parents were missing from the public grieving? They chose not to address the memorial. Communication with Vanessa has been absent for years, and various close family friends have hinted at significant friction between Vanessa and Kobe's parents, tracing back to the early 2000s when they allegedly opposed Kobe's choice of spouse. Yet, there's fresh information to consider. A 2023 court document uncovered by independent reporters reveals that Vanessa Bryant took legal action to stop Kobe's mother from selling off specific personal items, such as high school jerseys, handwritten notes, and a private 2013 letter from Kobe. Although the court records are sealed, legal analysts speculate that this letter might detail Kobe's marital issues or his future aspirations post-basketball, which seemingly did not involve Vanessa. The auction has been put on hold, the letter remains hidden, and Kobe's mother has not publicly commented since. Some theorize she may have been silenced by a non-disclosure agreement in return for a discreet settlement. If that's the case, it appears that Kobe's own mother was prevented from sharing her son's narrative. Let's take a step back to September 2020, only 8 months following the tragic helicopter accident that claimed the lives of Kobe and Gianna. Vanessa's mother, Sophia Lane, appeared in a shocking interview on a Spanish-language network that caught the entire Bryant estate off guard. In an emotional interview with El Gordo y La Flaca on Univision, Sophia tearfully accused Vanessa of unimaginable actions, claiming she said, "You have to leave my house and return my car." In that moment, the portrayal of Vanessa Bryant as a dignified, mourning matriarch was shattered, leaving fans in disbelief. Sophia didn't merely suggest that her daughter had become heartless. She outright charged Vanessa with displacing her mother during a time of grief. However, the real jaw-dropper followed shortly after. Vanessa Bryant responded in a manner so direct and measured, it seemed crafted by strategists rather than child. She asserted that Sophia was merely attempting to milk the family for a monetary gain, claiming that the efforts to extract funds from them were ongoing. The repetition of extort was not just a rebuttal, it marked a definitive boundary. In December 2020, Sophia Lane took legal action against Vanessa Bryant, initiating a lawsuit that asserted she was owed years of back pay for her nanny services caring for Vanessa's children. Sophia claimed she was perpetually on duty and expected long-term financial assistance. In response, Vanessa accused her mother of attempting to exploit Kobe's passing and inaccurately portraying her importance in their family dynamics. The public was left in shock. Fans witnessed Vanessa not merely as a grieving widow, but now as an adversary in court against her own family member. In March 2021, Vanessa triumphed as a judge dismissed several aspects of the lawsuit, while the remaining issues quietly disappeared. However, the harm had already been inflicted. The saga of Sophia Lane transcended mere family conflict. It revealed facets of Vanessa that no gossip magazine or detractor could touch. Regardless of whether Vanessa was justified or if her mother displayed selfish or manipulative traits, one must ponder the immense hurt she was experiencing to engage in a battle against her own mother while mourning her husband and child. What insights did that conflict shed on Vanessa's desire for dominance? This is a question reignited by LeBron's IG Live. As if Vanessa could so openly cut off her mother, what else might she conceal to maintain her facade? In private, the NBA isn't in a state of distress. It's strategizing. While the narrative of LeBron versus Vanessa has largely been painted as a personal feud, emotional, tragic, and nuanced, the reality is much more strategic. This is a commercial battle. The league has been observing intently, anxiously, from the sidelines. Kobe Bryant jerseys continue to be bestsellers. In 2024, they held a number 6 spot in worldwide merchandise sales, as reported by MBayStore.com. Mamba gear continues to fly off the shelves. Kobe memorial events still raking in huge viewership. The league has gained significantly from his passing. Why is this significant? With Vanessa Bryant having full control over Kobe's name, image, and likeness, the NBA must ensure it maintains a positive relationship with her, even if that means sidelining LeBron James. An unnamed sports business insider referenced by The Ringer mentioned that NBA marketing officials held an urgent meeting just 2 days after LeBron's Instagram Live session. Their discussion? Strategies to avoid brand confusion and misconceptions about legacy. Put simply, how can one prevent the public from thinking LeBron has insider knowledge on Kobe that the league can't disclose? If the NBA is anxious, Nike is absolutely on edge. Kobe Bryant was a major asset for them. Even after his passing, the Mamba legacy still drives sneaker culture globally. Fresh drops of the Kobe Tro consistently vanish in mere moments. We cater to thousands and are donned by NBA icons weekly. However, many fans are unaware that Vanessa Bryant once halted this entire legacy. In April 2021, she allowed Kobe's Nike contract to lapse, allegedly due to her dissatisfaction with the company's management of posthumous products. For almost an entire year, Kobe's sneakers vanished from stores. It served as a stark reminder. Nike's management worked frantically behind closed doors to reach a new agreement with Vanessa. By March 2022, they had successfully reinstated the deal, granting Vanessa complete creative authority on upcoming Kobe merchandise. Think about that. Nike yielded. One individual was allowed to steer the direction of the Kobe brand for the future. Now, with LeBron suggesting that there are secrets regarding Kobe's legacy, Nike stands to face serious repercussions. If Kobe's daughters were to question Vanessa's authority, or if Lebron were to release Kobe's final communications, any damage to the Mamba brand could threaten Nike's lucrative billion-dollar Mamba revenue stream. This information comes from insiders linked to Spring Hill Entertainment, LeBron's media firm. LeBron possesses unseen recordings of discussions with Kobe, reportedly captured between 2016 and 2019. These tapes could potentially challenge the curated image that Vanessa and Nike are presently promoting. Although LeBron has allegedly decided to hold off on releasing this content for the time being, he hasn't entered into any legal contract that prohibits him from discussing it. However, it gets even juicier. Several insiders have verified that included in these unreleased recordings is what is described as their last conversation. A phone conversation between Kobe and LeBron, captured just 3 days prior to the tragic helicopter incident. Reports suggest that during this call, Kobe was reconsidering certain business alliances and sought LeBron's insights on reorganizing his inner circle. A former Spring Hill Entertainment editor, who claims to have heard parts of the dialogue, stated that Kobe conveyed his frustration over feeling controlled and packaged in ways that conflicted with his aspirations for life after basketball. A particularly striking remark reportedly has Kobe stating that sometimes those nearest to you are the ones scripting your narrative before you've finished living it. If genuine, this recording could significantly alter the prevailing narrative of Kobe's last days. This might indicate that he is strategically seeking to assert more influence over his own legacy, possibly jeopardizing certain connections deemed advantageous to his public image. However, an underlying concern has been troubling LeBron, one that transcends mere financial matters and family affairs. Insiders from the Lakers organization suggest that LeBron feels Vanessa has been intentionally altering the narrative regarding his bond with Kobe. In fact, it's been reported that the two legends became significantly closer during Kobe's later years, with Kobe even unofficially mentoring LeBron's eldest son, Bronny. Nonetheless, in every public homage, documentary, and tribute organized by the Bryant estate, LeBron's involvement during Kobe's final days has been downplayed or entirely ignored. Images from intimate family events, video notes Kobe made for LeBron's kids, and even collaborative charity initiatives they organized have remained under wraps. A particularly poignant instance is a handwritten note Kobe created for LeBron in 2019, celebrating LeBron's achievement of surpassing him on the NBA's all-time scoring list. This letter was meant for public display, but sources indicate it was withdrawn from an exhibition by the Bryant estate at the last moment. When inquired about the reason, an estate spokesperson pointed to privacy issues. This deliberate concealment has left LeBron not merely saddened, but feeling betrayed. As one Lakers insider expressed, LeBron isn't just grieving for Kobe. He grieves a friendship that he feels is unacknowledged. So will hold him back. Just one factor, his fear of igniting chaos. Since if LeBron reveals even a sliver of truth that tarnishes Vanessa or Nike, the fallout would be catastrophic. The flood of lawsuits, public outrage, and media frenzy would be unlike anything seen before. Both the NBA and Nike have poured immense resources into LeBron's concluding years, establishing him as the last connection to the Kobe legacy, the ultimate symbol of basketball nobility. Following the recent Instagram live session, the league has started to discreetly step back. An insider from ESPN revealed to The Athletic that producers were advised to avoid prioritizing the LeBron-Vanessa narrative. The instruction was clear: don't amplify it any further. Once celebrated as the NBA's shining star, LeBron James is now being subtly restrained for violating the unspoken rule that binds everything. He spoke the truth. Here we find ourselves. The NBA is backed into a corner, Nike's vulnerabilities are laid bare, and LeBron is in control of the trigger. Should he choose to truly voice his thoughts again, the revelations could be explosive. It's no longer merely a matter of legacy. It's a battle for who controls the narrative. Appreciate your viewership. Explore the other cards displayed on the screen.